daddy, tell him 25 got it. Call daddy, tell him 25 got it. Call daddy, tell him 25
What's good, everybody? Happy Monday. Please let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Okay? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Okay? Okay. I am so happy that I'm here today. It took everything in me to come in here today. Okay? First of all, I've had a busy day, as I told y'all I would. I had to go get my hair cut today, and I feel like I was tried today. Can I tell y'all something real quick? And I don't mean to be telling y'all business, but I feel really tried today, and it has been messing with me. Okay, so I had to go and get my hair cut today, and I went to go get my hair cut. There's a tailor that I use. One of my friends recommended this tailor that because I'm tall, so I have to get a lot of my stuff tailored because I'm kind of skinny, but I'm tall, right? So one of my friends recommended this tailor that is right by the barbershop or whatever. So usually when I go to the barbershop, I'm usually got something to pick up from there or dropping something off. And so I had some stuff that I had dropped off over there to the tailor, right? Now, the first time I used the tailor probably in like March. And then I used it a little bit before I went to DC. And I've been bringing pieces here and there every now and then, right? And so it was $30 for every little piece or whatever. And I was cool. I was like, okay, $30. Not too, I'm like, $30 is a little steep. Okay. Then it went up to $32, right? And so I'm like, oh, okay. And today it went up to $40. And I feel tried. And I feel like that I have bought, it's a he don't speak of English. And no shade, I'm just saying. But I feel like he probably feel like, I don't know what he think, but it was 30 and then it went to 32. I wasn't tripping. But now you going from 32 all the way to 40, bitch, you're gonna have to do some explaining. You get what I'm saying? And I feel tried. And it's like, I feel like I have bought the man good business. You get what I'm saying? I have bought the man a couple of shirts and some stuff. You get what I'm saying? To the man, I don't feel like I done bought the man good business before or whatever. And for you to just be jumping these prices and stuff up on me, you get what I'm saying? I do not like that. It really upset me and my homegirls, and it has been bothering me all day. And the thing about it is, I had already paid. I usually pay for the stuff when I give it to them, and my whole thing is, this is my whole thing. And the thing, what I'm upset about it because I was on the phone and I couldn't really get down to the bottom of it, and I don't know what I honestly do not know what happened. I honestly don't know what happened because I know that it was 30, then it went to 32. I didn't say nothing when it went to 32, but then now you went up a whole $8 extra. And so my whole thing is, you went up $10 in a matter of 3 months. I don't like that. Okay, but that's enough. That's really bothering me or whatever. I'm excited today because I actually did my Love Island review earlier. Listen, I'm telling you, the Costa Girls were not it. Okay. But I ended up watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta today, and I'm surprised that I'm actually here. I'm surprised that I'm actually here. I really am, okay? So we are here today to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 17, episode 13, and the name of the episode is called The Glow Up Calls, okay? Now, I wonder why it was called The Glow Up Calls, because nobody glowed up. Nobody glowed up. As lovers say, they see you keep coming back and they think that you can afford it, but I can't. That's the problem. I'm not gonna say, listen, they say the power in the tongue. I'm not gonna say that I can't afford it, baby, but I need my coins. You get what I'm saying? Don't just rob me like that. Don't do me that. Okay? It was a filler episode. Oh, Angela, it was a filler episode, mama. And it was a filler. I'm not trying to be funny. Angela, y'all, listen, another reason why I can't believe that I'm down here, because the episode was a snooze fest. Angela, mama, sister, whatever, baby, Angela, we don't care about you and AHMAURI. I'm not saying that we don't care about you and AHMAURI. We don't care about AHMAURI. Listen, AHMAURI done went over here and married her stud or whatever the Laria is. She done went over there and got married. Baby, you're not about to play in my, Angela, I like you. I like you, mama, but she's not about to get married 1 year, and then we about to drag her telling the brother and sister next year, and then hot Charles for about the year after that. We're not doing that. And it seems like, Angela, you ain't really got nothing going on, mama. Yeah, you had a good shade fest with Pinky and you won, but it don't really seem like that you got nothing going on, mama. And we just got to be able to tell the truth. I love you, but if I'm gonna talk about it, I gotta be right. I'm wrong. Hey, Lexi Lane, I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong, baby. Right? AHMAURI had a confessional and everything, baby. We don't care about. And I guess you know, with Andy, baby, he gonna look out for the gays, child. Got a confessional for what? AHMAURI got a confessional for what? I'm not here for it. I don't care what's going on with listen, nothing going on but story mess. That's it, right? You don't got a storyline, Angie Fangie. And I noticed it, baby. We got to talk about it, okay? But before we get started, I don't sit up here ran my mouth. We already 6 minutes in. Okay, before we get started, we're gonna shout out to a couple of people that's up in here, whatever. And I'm sorry. AHMAURI is disrespectful. She's disrespectful, Rosie Posey, and she's manipulative. She's disrespectful and she's manipulative. And listen, I would have told her get on and get up out of here. Get on and get up out of here. Okay? But before we get started, let's see who up in here, and then we're gonna start. And like so, what's good? Michelle, what's good? Mism, what's good? Y'all, Kelly and her brokenness is really peeing me off. She's so long. Yes, she is. Minnie Golden Noodle, what's good? I bet on you, Andrew, and won big. I told Rosie Posey last night that you will post today about RHOA. She better pay me my money. Rosie Posey, you win against me. And when you win big, Minnie Golden Noodle, what do you win? A 4-hour oral session? I'm just joking. Maybe too soon. I'm sorry. I'm just playing. Miss Thelma, what's good? If y'all don't know, we got a couple in the chat. Rosie Posey is married to Minnie Golden Noodle. Okay? Print Fire Ass, what's good? Glow Pedal, what's good? I think AHMAURI feel embarrassed she's a lesbian because why won't she want to tell her siblings? It could be embarrassment. Miss Lovely T, what's good? The Informed, what's good? True and Blue, what's good? Rosie Posey, what's good? Sick of Shamesi, but baby, Angela said, I watch what happens live. It could be a rock and it'll get more likes than Kelly. Yes, it can. Anything can get more likes than Kelly, baby. Okay? AHMAURI is a brat and she'll grow out of it. I got a super chat. Thank you for the super chat, Elizabeth. She say, hi, everyone. Hi, Gabor. The other day, a stud delivered my food at home. I stood there happily confused. I blame it on Gabor for instilling the bulldog spirit in me. You stood there confused? You was turned on? You was turned on? Don't put that on me. Listen, don't blame me. Don't blame me because I didn't put the bulldog spirit on you. Don't blame me for you, you know what I'm saying? Don't blame me. They're married and share the truth unlike AHMAURI. Oh, yes, baby. Oh, you was turned on? Wow. Don't put that on me, though, Elizabeth. Don't put that on me, though, baby. You already had that in you. Angela really is giving nothing to the whole cast, actually, but it's just like, listen, I'm so, Martha the South, that's the truth, baby. I'm not trying to, it wasn't a good episode. It wasn't a good episode. I never go against you. I love you. I just know you usually watch RHOA on Mondays and repost it on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. No, I usually watch it. So it really depends on my off days from the gym. And so on my off days from the gym, I be having like headaches and stuff. And so some Mondays, my off day falls on Monday. And so I'll probably do it on Tuesday where I have high energy. But I think that I've only did it on the Wednesday or Thursday, maybe. I know I did it on the Thursday, the week that I came back from DC. I don't think that I've ever did it on a Wednesday. Have I? I usually come on. If I don't come on with Real Housewives of Atlanta Monday or Tuesday, something is wrong. Because I really do love it, Real Housewives of Atlanta. But Angie, you ain't doing nothing, mama. You ain't doing nothing. Okay? So again, we are here today to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 17, episode 12, I mean. And the name of the episode is called The Glow Up Calls. Okay? Now it was a filler episode, so I'm gonna try to have to make the review. Okay? That's my gift to y'all. I'm gonna try to make the review. Okay? So the episode started off with Angela. And Angela, girl. Angela is hosting Cynthia at her house. Okay. Now, they say that they haven't seen each other since Drew's brunch. Was that a brunch that Drew had? That didn't seem like a brunch to me that Drew had. That seemed like it was like 6 o'clock in the afternoon when they was over there at Drew's house or whatever. And I wouldn't call it a brunch. She had a nice little spread, but it didn't really seem like it was a brunch, okay? So Cynthia says that she's going to share the rest of the conversation that she had with Shamia, with Angela. And she said that she talked to Shamia about her surrogacy and what she's dealing with her surrogacy. And she shared that Shamia's mama was having health issues. Now, Cynthia, I don't think that you should. I don't know if I would have shared that her mama was having health issues. I think that was too much. I thought that was too much for you to share that her mama was having health issues because, you know, I just feel like sometimes when you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just thought that was too much, okay? And so Cynthia shared that she asked Shamia, was she going to therapy? And Shamia said that she doesn't have time for therapy. Shamia, you got nothing but time for therapy. Because your husband can take care of every motherfucker in here, right? You don't really have to work those jobs that you're working. You need to go and get therapy, baby. You need to go and get therapy. And now that I think about, hey, wait a minute. Now that I think about it, Shamia, you're a horrible mother because you are working those jobs. And I believe last year, didn't she get Shamia sick? No, didn't she get Shiloh sick? Didn't she get Shiloh sick last year? Let me know in the chat. I believe that she got Shiloh sick last year. I remember them going to the doctor's office, and I remember Shiloh was sick, and she had fluid and stuff on her lungs, and she was wheezing and stuff. And Shamia had been somewhere, and she had came and took Shiloh to the emergency room, and she had got Shiloh sick. Put a one in the chat if you remember it. See, all of this stuff that you're doing, you need to be at home with your child and hugging and loving on your child. Shiloh got her sick. Shiloh got her sick. Yes, she did know, Gabor. The nanny got Shiloh sick. Shamia was on that trip. No. Toya, see, I know Shiloh got sick, but Shamia got Shiloh sick last year. I know what I'm talking about. Shamia got Shiloh sick last year. This was before the trip. Look at the ones in the chat. Yes, she got Shiloh sick last year. Yes, she did. You're a horrible mother. You're a horrible mother. You're a horrible mother. Okay? And so the thing is, therapy don't work for everybody. I had a therapist. My therapist that I had, she was trying to make me a victim. She was trying to make me a victim. I like to work through my stuff. I want a therapist like Ayanla. You get what I'm saying? I want to leave therapy crying and feel like the weights and stuff has been lifted off me, but she tried to make me a victim for everything. I'm like, let me get this bitch up. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like her, okay? But Angela shares that, you know, therapy is working for her. She said it forces her to take chances and risks. And she ended up saying this, okay? She said it makes you less afraid to say what you want to say and confront who you want to confront.
Ooh, is that shade, Phaedra?
Is that shade, Phaedra? You know what I'm saying? Now, she talked about her, but then she talked about the stuff that Shamia, it'll make Shamia less afraid to say what she want to say, right? She want to tell Jerry, I don't want to have no more babies. I don't want to have no more babies, baby. I don't want no more Shiloh. I'm scared. I don't want a forever baby, right? That's what she told her mama them, but see, she ain't told Gerald that I'm scared to have another baby, okay? And then therapy will make you confront who you want to confront, right? It feels like, you know, you got a lot, you want to confront people and you don't really say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. You got the floor, Shamina. Thank you for the super chat, Jerry. He said Shamina needs some therapy so she can stop drinking so much and stay out them streets. That's why Shala Egg was, oh my God, Jerry. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Now you stop it, okay? Angela said that her heart goes out to Shamia after she lost her mom. You know, her heart goes out to her. It's been a year, and she want to do a celebration for life for her mama and include all of the girls. And so Cynthia said, you know what I did once? I did a Bailey Bowl. But Cynthia, your mama's still here, beloved. So what are you talking about? When we're talking about a celebration of life for Angela's mama, why are we talking about a Bailey Bowl? Okay? So she said a Bailey Bowl is like PE on a different level. How in the fuck will this help celebrate Angela's mama? How will a Bailey Bowl 2.0 help celebrate Angela's mama? And this is what I've been saying. Y'all just doing shit. Y'all just doing shit. Y'all could have had a sleepover with y'all mamas and stuff over. You know what I'm saying? And play the game about y'all daughters and stuff over and had a little sleepover with y'all daughters and stuff. You know, you got to watch AHMAURI and Noel, though. Watch AHMAURI and Noel because they daggers. But I'm just saying, y'all could have had something fun. How in the fuck is the field day going to help AHMAURI, help Angela's mama? Angela, you just doing shit, baby. Okay? And so Angela said that they're going to have a basketball game, but Charles can't play, and they're going to use him as a ref. Okay? Baby, when I tell you next, we got over here with Portia. Baby. Now, Portia is visiting her mama over here at Portia's palace. Okay? Portia is over here visiting Miss Diane at Portia's palace. Now, remember, Portia Palace is the house that Portia bought. Remember, you know, Sheree is a trendsetter, okay? Sheree started naming names, and everybody started naming their houses and stuff after that. But Portia's Palace was the house that she got after she had divorced Cordell, okay? Baby, when I tell you that Portia is a low-down...
You are a low-down, dirty, nothing-ass bitch.
Portia is a low-down, dirty, nothing-ass bitch. Do you hear me? Okay? So I don't know if y'all caught it, but Portia is putting Miss Diane out of her house. So Portia got Portia's Palace, okay? And she ended up getting with Simon, and she told Diane, you know, Mama Diane, listen, you can have the house. Eat all of the pepperoni pieces all over the house you want to. I'm over here with Simon, and I'm going to get this to you. This is my gift to you. She gave her mama the house, right? But then her and Simon broke up, and she put the house on the market. She put the house on the market, and now she's getting offers for the house, and she's going to sell the house to help pay for Simon's house. I don't like that. Right? I don't like that. My mama ain't perfect by far. What Portia said? What Portia said? Cardella's not perfect by far. My mama is not perfect by far. But that's my mama.
That's my mama.
That's my mama. And I would never put my mama out there on the street. I would never put my mama out there on the street. I would never do that to my mama. You low down dirty dog. I would never do that to my mama. And my thing is this, Portia. If you got to put your mama out of her house to pay for Simon's house, then you can't afford Simon's house. You can't afford Simon's house, and you got to put your mama out there on the street. And baby, Diane is a straight up G. Diane is a straight up G, baby, because let me tell you something. Baby, if I would have had Mama Gabor on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, my mama would have showed out in front of the cameras. I would have to tell my mama she would have had to go. My mama would have showed out in front of the Bravo cameras, baby. She would have put on the show. My mama would have clowned in front of the Bravo cameras. You get what I'm saying? She would have gave y'all a scene. She would have gave y'all a scene. If I would have took anything back that I gave her, she would have gave y'all a scene on this show, baby. Okay? And, you know, listen, Diana G. Diana G, because my mama wouldn't do it. But you could tell that Portia tried to come in over there soft with her, like trying to soften the blow, like, hey, how you doing? I sped over here. She trying to make it seem like, no, baby, we're not doing it. Thank you for the super chat, Monique King. She say Portia should have probably waited to see if she can put Simon's house in her name before putting BBL Diane out. Right. Right. And I thought that, I don't know, can we talk? I'm a people watcher, right? It don't really give that Diane is really raising PJ like that. You get what I'm saying? Or she probably, I don't know. It just seemed like she didn't really know PJ like that when she hugged her. I don't know. Okay. Portia and Phaedra, no, she tells Diane that her and Phaedra are hosting a cast trip over there to Scotland. And let me say this about my mama. When I tell y'all my mama would have clowned, it wouldn't have been the house wouldn't have been able to be sold no more. My mama would have put windows out. It would have been bullet holes in the walls. You know what I'm saying? She would have ruined the floors. That's the type of mama and stuff I got. I seen my mama clowning and stuff growing up. My mama would have put on a show. My mama would have put on a show. Okay? Her and Phaedra, Portia and Phaedra are hosting a cash trip to Scotland because they was both on Traders. Okay? And she said that they're hosting a cash trip. They want to get rid of the Traders and be faithful to the friendship group. Okay? She shared with Diana Dennis about the ring back to her. She said that she saw it and it was triggered. And you got to pay attention to Portia's words. Okay? Portia said that I'm in the season where I'm choosing myself. Right? I'm choosing myself right now. I can't worry about Dennis. I can't worry about, Mike. I can't worry about anybody else. I'm choosing myself. And that's why she chose herself over Diana. That's why she put Diana out of her house.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
She's choosing herself. That's why she put Diana out the house. Wow. I would never do that to my mother, you low down dirty dog. Thank you for the super chat, Jerry I. He said, I think Diane living in the pool house at the new house. Diane is not on the street. Jerry I, she's an Indian giver. She's an Indian giver. Let me tell you something. If Diane is in the pool house at Portia's house over here with Simon, you know what I call that? I call it homeless. I call it homeless. Diane, take your ass down to the welfare with Kelly.
Take your ass down to the welfare.
Take your ass down to the welfare. She's homeless. Diane is homeless. She put her ass out. She put her ass out. Shout out to Whitney. He's like out there. Hey, see, that's my fuck with you, Cameron. I thought the same thing. She's homeless. She's homeless. She saved me over everybody, and even PJ. Yes. Yes. Good boy, that's not what most of America think homeless is. That's what I think it is. Homeless, not toothless. Homeless, not BBL-less. Talking about she want to pour shit on the wall. Girl, what wall? What wall? In a shelter? Please. Okay? So then we got Kelly. Kelly, girl. I don't know what to say about you, Kelly. Kelly, girl, you got on this show. Okay. Kelly is meeting with a financial advisor. At the bottom of the screen, the title card said Kelly's financial advisor. This is not Kelly financial advisor. This is her first time ever meeting this man. This man don't know her from a can of paint. He didn't even know that her last name was Potter. She don't know this man. She called the firm and said, hey, I need to act like I'm meeting with a financial advisor for this show that I'm on, and he's going to be on TV. They didn't even know each other. They didn't even do a, what is it called? An icebreaker before. You know what I'm saying? They don't know each other. Okay? This was her first time meeting a man. So she never had a financial advisor before. Okay, she just wanted to pretend to still be like that she one of them girls. Thank you for the super chat, Feel Good 8846. I don't think Portia can maintain both houses. Then she can't afford it. What would she stay if she's not able to pay for Simon's home? Talking about it was so smart business decision. And y'all just going up for it. Y'all just be going up for anything. Thank you for the super chat, Mrs. Z Green. She said, good boy, your fiance, Clive Davis, passed away today. I know.
Are you okay?
I know. They took a good nigga out today. They took a real nigga out today. I thought that I was going to be like, what's the man named Jeffin? Jeffin and his fiance. I thought that was going to be my dream. You know what I'm saying? I was going to get married and stuff. You know, I still probably could go by the funeral. I still can probably go by the funeral in my Anna Nicole dress and sit at the front row. Y'all remember that Red Bull Give You Wings commercial? You know what I'm saying? I thought that I was going to be, taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I can still go over there and show him what I got and say, that man told me he was going to take care of me for the rest of my life. Died at 94. That's a good lived life. Thank you for the super chat, Jerry. He said, Portia can't afford Simon's house. She sold $10 million already with the heck, child. Baby, Jerry, you and Jean gonna be, baby, I can't, baby. Okay, hold on. You pay for the super chat. Gene can't pay. Okay, thank you for the super chat, Jerry. He said Portia can afford Simon's house. She sold $10 million already with the hairline and makes more than $100K a month with her hair, not including her Bravo chat. Okay. Okay, Jerry, if you say so. You are unbelievable. What did I do? What are y'all getting this 10 million Trey Carter, baby? Each one teach one, child. Listen, listen. They say what Dina say to Jay-Z said, baby. If you over here arguing with fools, people will think you won, child. $10 million. What, baby? People can't. Portia can't even count the 10 million, child. Over there putting them out of houses and shit. Okay. So they get to talking about Kelly finances, the little hobby. They get to talking about the little hobby finances, okay? And so the man asked her, how much are you bringing in, okay? So she said, Nana's, the one on McDonough, brings in $75,000 a month, okay? And then the one at Sandy Springs bring in $15,000 a month. So that leaves her around $90,000 a month, okay? Now, she didn't say how much she had to put back out to keep the business afloat, right? To keep the lights and stuff on at the place, okay? Because you know, Candy had Candy in the gang. They were supposed to have a generator. The generator wasn't even working. Nigga shit. So I was over there pocketing the money, probably giving it to his new girlfriend, and you know what I'm saying, telling Candy he bought generators and they ain't buying a motherfucking thing with it. You get what I'm saying? But don't want Riley to have no money. Thank you for the super chat, Jerry. He said Clive is a devil. He stole so much money from his black female artists. He said, let the party go on while Whitney died. Rest in peace. What was they gonna do? What was they gonna do? What was they gonna do because Whitney died? What was the people supposed to do? And they was already on their way. Okay? So they get to talking about Portia's Doe Naked always sold out. Smack to you. If she only got 10 bundles of hair and only 10 people bought them, then it's sold out, baby. If she only got 10 bundles ready to be made and somebody came in and ordered 10 bundles, then that means it's sold out. That's not a high demand for it. So she got to do it as she go. Okay? She said, baby, when you order the hair, we'll go to Brazil, cut it off a girl head and bring it to you. Other than that, that's what she's doing. Right? When you want a couple of bundles, when you order 3 bundles from me, we'll go to Malaysia, cut it off the girl's hair, and then bring it back to you. That's what she's doing. That's why it's always sold out. She got to go in, you know what I'm saying? It's nobody's buying it. Thank you for the super chat, Jerry R. He said 10 million was verified by Forbes. Now catch that. But guess what, baby? We also was told that Kylie was a billionaire, and she wasn't a billionaire. Now check that. And Beyonce was also a billionaire since 2019, but they just told y'all that she was a billionaire in 2026. Now check that. Okay? Speaking of magazines, they had Portia on the cover of Ebony or Essence being Bernadine. So baby, what's going on? Okay? Now Kelly expenses. She got a Range Rover that's $2,000 a month. Okay? Her insurance is $600. Okay? Her beauty, her lashes and everything is $2,500 a month. $2,500 for the beauty, but the hair is $3,000. The hair not included in the $2,500? What type of lashes you got on that cost $24? You know what I'm saying? The makeup and stuff that you got on. I thought that the hair would be included in the $2,500 a month. The hair is $3,000 by itself. And I know that with the hair being $3,000, you know, it's you and 4 girls, but the last 3 girls were kicking pulls, and Chloe got that box dye in her head. So where's the $3,000 going for the hair? Because I know you're not buying from Go Naked. Okay? Then the clothes is $8,500 per month. And so that brings her to a little bit over $22,000 a month. Okay? And so Johnny is telling her, you know, some things that she needs to pull back on. Okay? Now, he says that she has a housekeeper.
What? What?
Kelly, you got a housekeeper over there with them 4 big old girls over there? You got 4 great big old girls around there, and you got a housekeeper? That house ought to be spick and span. That house ought to be spick and span. We was washing dishes ever since we could reach the sink. I remember being about 5 or 6 wanting to wash dishes. And once my mama knew that we could reach the sinks, that shit was over with. And we had dishwashers. My mama didn't even believe we was the dishwashers. My mama wasn't putting nothing in the dishwasher. We was gonna wash the dishes. You got 4 children over there and you got a housekeeper? Because I know the girls can cook. I know they can cook the house down. Okay? Then we got Sha-Sha. He tells her, you know, Sha-Sha, she said, not you telling me that we need to get rid of the dog. Yes, baby, we telling you need to get rid of the dog. Get rid of that bitch. It's mangy. The wigs for Sha-Sha is $500. The wigs for Sha-Sha is $500, baby. What are you doing? The dog look mangy anyway. Okay? So then, I can't stand for nobody to play in my face, child. There's nothing more I hate more than somebody
playing in my mother face. I hate that.
So now she's trying to rewrite history. She's trying to rewrite history. She say, maybe your purpose wasn't the business. The purpose is to start over and show it. And I received that. Girl, that wasn't your purpose. That wasn't your purpose, baby. And this is the thing. I could find a heart. I have a heart, and I'm a sensitive Cancer, so I can, I can sympathize with people, but I don't sympathize with Kelly. I'm judging Kelly because she had so much to say about Britt last year, about Britt not showing up as that girl, right? And nothing changed from Kelly from last year to this year. Nothing changed for her. The only thing that changed was that she opened up the restaurant in Sandy Springs, but nothing changed. She was faking the fraud. She was not that girl. She was not normally walking around with security. We saw every time we see Kelly this season, baby, she walking around by herself. Last year, she had security, like she was really somebody. And you still running away from the man, right? She had a glam squad. A glam squad for what? A glam squad for what? Right? She wanted to make herself seem like she was that girl, but she wasn't that girl. But see, baby, that karma always comes back to bite. Karma always comes back to bite. Now you around here crying with a loaf of bread on your arms, baby. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I don't feel sorry for you. Take your ass down to the welfare.
Take your ass down to the welfare.
GoFundMe Kelly. Take your ass down to the welfare. Okay? Next we get the leaky BBL, K. Michelle. Okay? K. Michelle gonna meet Dr. Jones. Okay? Now she has recovered from the leaky BBL. The infection is gone. Okay? Now, K. Michelle let us be known. Baby, I thought she was joking. Baby, K. Michelle said this is her 15th ass. 15th ass. This is the 15th surgery she had on her ass. Okay? And she said it has changed her life to be healthy. Okay? Then, baby, I had to rewind the TV to make sure I heard what I heard. Okay? Now, K. Michelle is trying to go get some more work because she said that she needed lift and she need to fix her scar.
No!
K. Michelle, you still trying to get surgery? You still trying to get surgery? What do you mean you need a lift? The BBL busted down in Nashville at an award show. What do you mean you need a lift? Leave the ass alone. Leave it alone. What do you mean you need a lift and fix the scars and you want a nice fitness body to look healthy? You want a nice fitness body, but the BBL was leaking. You got a BBL. Leave it alone, girl. Leave it alone. The doctor tell her you don't need implants. I don't think that you need to get implants. You know what I'm saying? But they now have fat off the shelves called aloe clay, and they use it to enhance butt jobs now. Okay? And what she said was she has to look at herself and be okay with herself. Right? She said that she has to look at herself and be okay with herself. And she's not okay with herself.
Are you okay?
She's not okay with herself. That's what she basically told us. That's why she want to get the surgery. She's not okay with herself. Still over here trying to get the surgery. Okay. Okay. Baby, let it go. Let it go, baby. You are enough. You are enough. Okay? Then we get Angela, baby. Angela over here talking to AHMAURI. She says that she feels like that AHMAURI in her house wants to be a child, but also want to be an adult in her own house. Okay? And so she said that her therapist, Wendy, told her that AHMAURI needs to tell her younger siblings that she's married. Okay? Now, does Wendy want her to tell the children that she's married or she's married to a woman? Because y'all never clarified that she needs to tell them. You just, Angela keep on saying, baby, listen, you can't trick me, baby. You keep on saying that she needs to tell the siblings that she married, but you're not saying that she needs to tell them that she married to a woman. Because it ain't no big deal that she married. It's the big deal is that she married to a woman, that she's a bulldagger. That's the big deal, right? You might as well say that you want her to come out to her siblings. That's the real issue. The issue ain't that she married. The issue is that she married to a woman. Okay? And I need to see Valeria. I want to see what Valeria, I want to see is Valeria does she look like the brat? You get what I'm saying? Or does she look like Drew? Does she look like nobody Drew? I don't know. Thank you for the super chat, Big L88. She said, what up, Gabor? Glad to be with you this afternoon. Have you spoken about that this is the ladies' night bulldagger who has to forfeit her home? Oh, have you spoken about I did. I spoke about it, I think, Friday and yesterday. They took them from you, baby.
They took him from you, baby.
I did. Okay. Now, Angela says that Valeria has been coming around since she was 17 years old. And the kids, what's my niece's name? Is Yvonne and, wait a minute, Arlie. Arlie believe that she is their best friend. Angela, I think that you think that those kids believe that they're their best friend, baby. I think that you believe that those kids that they're their best friend, baby. I'm telling you, baby, if AHMAURI and Valeria was in their house together, baby, they don't call the girls over there using a shirt. They don't call a titty in somebody's mouth before, baby. Call them in the bedroom doing something before, moaning in the bedroom with somebody you wasn't there. Kids know, baby. The kids know, Angela. Stop it, girl. Y'all be thinking kids don't know nothing. When we was kids, baby, we knew everything. We knew everything that was going on. I remember, child, let me be quiet. Okay? Kids aren't stupid. They know what's up, right? Right. You know what I'm saying? I'd have been and played the fool. I was off the chain as a kid. If AHMAURI would have set me down when I was 9 years old and told me, I'm married or whatever, and so I would say, you bulldagging? You dyking? That's what I would have asked her. You dyking? Okay. AHMAURI, I think that AHMAURI don't want to tell her brothers and sisters because she's probably embarrassed, right? She's probably embarrassed to share that with them, or she thinks they're gonna look at them in some type of way. But baby, them your brothers and your sisters. What are you embarrassed about? Okay? AHMAURI said that she didn't tell Angela that she was married because she was impossible to talk to and she was always talking about herself. I don't believe that. Okay. AHMAURI said that she didn't want to tell her mama about the marriage because nobody was supposed to know. But see, baby, AHMAURI, you forgot that we saw last season because your grandmother and your auntie knew. Okay? And then you also forgot because Angela said that she feels like that AHMAURI is entitled, and AHMAURI said that she take care of herself. Since when? Since when? Because last year, AHMAURI was around there at the grandmother's house treating the grandmother like a crack whore. Rest in peace, Miss Angela Mama. But she was treating her like, girl, my mama take care of everything over here, so I'm gonna come over here and run this house. You get what I'm saying? And you will only treat somebody like that if they wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? AHMAURI was over around there with the grandmother with her little Van Dyke, and they was around there trying to get the master bedroom over there at the put a 16 in the chat if you remember season 16. AHMAURI was over there trying to get the master bedroom, and AHMAURI was around there trying to drive grandmother's car without bringing her a pack of cigarettes. Put a 16 in the chat. Amari was around there trying to take the master bedroom and trying to get the grandmother car and basically saying, girl, I don't need to ask you for the car because my mama bought it. Yes. Yes, baby. So when have you been taking care of yourself? Since when? Because that's not the story that we got last year. Yeah, she tried to get the car. And all the grandmother said was bring me a pack of cigarettes. And she took the car because Angela bought it. Right. And her mama should have dealt with her. Yes, her mama should have dealt with her. My mama would have stumped her. My mama would have stumped her. You don't, baby, that's my mama. That's my mama.
That's my mama.
Okay? That's why I don't believe the grandmother was the go-between between Amari and Angela. You know Angela Kane, they try to dress the stuff up, y'all. You know they tried to dress the stuff up, y'all. The way that I'm not trying to be funny. Angela mama passed away, but that's why you got to be you have to be careful about how you paint people on the show. But Angela last year gave me her mama was probably rest in peace, Miss Angela mama. I forgot her name, but she gave me a little Frankie-ish from the way that they talked about her last year. Am I wrong? You know what I'm saying? Am I wrong? It gave me a little Frankie-ish, and I'm sorry. I'm just being real with you. I told y'all last year it gave me real Margaret. You thank you, Erica. Her name was Margaret, but Margaret gave me a little Frankie-ish last year. That's what she did. The way that they described her. Yeah, and kind of looked at too. My God. Okay. So did Amari get the car after they laid Grammy? What? No, I'm not trying to be funny. Y'all, it did give me, I seen how when she smiled, the mouth went to the side a little bit, like Nippy. That's giving hard drugs. I mean, okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Angela. I'm not trying, let me move on. So Amari started trying to manipulate her mama just like she did last year when they did the sit down. And she said that, I'll be grown and won't come around anymore. And she said, Amari, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying, Amari. And then all of a sudden, the whole time we could see Yvonne standing on the stairs listening to everything that's going on. The whole time we could see her just Yvonne was standing on the stairs listening to everything that was going on. Child, I say, child. And baby, Yvonne know what's going on. He may not know. He probably know that. Okay. So Yvonne know everything that's going on. But it wasn't a good scene. It wasn't a good scene. I don't want Amari on my screen. Okay, so next we get Portia hosting Drew, baby. I wanted to have some bulldog and studs. They got some stud strippers and stuff out there now. I wanted to have some studs out there dancing for them while they was there. Yvonne equals little boy nosy ass. I was gonna know what was going on, baby. I was gonna know what was going on, and then I was gonna ask Monique. I go ask my mom a question to make sure she wasn't lying to me, and she was gonna tell me the truth or not. And she'd be like, Andrew, go in your room and go sit down. That's what my mom was telling me. Okay, so Portia is hosting Drew. Okay, and they over there eating some lemon pepper wings. As I've gotten older, y'all, my taste buds has changed. I don't like lemon pepper wings no more. They be too soft. You know what I'm saying? Some people be real heavy-handed with the lemon pepper, and they be too. You know what I'm saying? My taste buds has changed. I think that since I turned ever since I've turned maybe 25 or 24 or 25, I couldn't even eat hot chips no more ever since I was 25. Okay, and so they talked about Portia being banned from Nigeria. Okay, and she says that every time she's trending, Go Naked Hair goes crazy. And one time Simon made a post, and she made $50,000 in one day. $50,000 in one day. And this is why I say when we listen to the Jerry Eisel, do you know how many 50,000s you got to make to break $10 million? Because the way that she's saying that $50,000 in one day is a lot of money from her. That's one of the biggest days that she ever had. Do you know how many $50,000 days she got to have? Portia, girl, get out of my face. Girl, she don't even know how to write numbers to make it seem like she done stole $10 million worth of hair. Child, stop.
Playing in my mother face. I hate that.
Okay. So then she says that she's starting a pop-on wig line. And some wigs came in that looks like Drew. And she wants Drew to do a line because Cynthia is already doing one. Okay. And she said that, her and Drew are in a good place now. She wants to empower her through her divorce. Okay. Drew says, Drew be really acting like she's motherfucking Beyonce. Drew, you don't got no money for you and your son to go find no place, you know what I'm saying, to stay or whatever. And people are offering you job opportunities or whatever. You, my team. Drew, what do you got going on? Nobody, Drew. You either gonna take it or not. My team, Drew, you ain't nobody. Nobody, Drew. You ain't nobody. Like somebody needs to go. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that you even got no manager. Because I don't believe that you can pay no manager. Okay? Drew said that she decided, but she wants to make sure they do things the right way. If the way that Portia talked to you last year over there at Shabibiel's house, I wouldn't be doing anything for Go Naked Hair. I won't be doing anything for Go Naked Hair. I know you're not going over here selling the Go Naked Hair and you couldn't do nothing for Go Naked Pinky. You didn't want to be in her movie, but you over here doing. Give Portia some grace on her birthday today. I gave her some grace. She's a low down, dirty monkey with a wig on. She put her mama out of her house. Okay? But I wouldn't do any business with Portia if I was Drew. I wouldn't do nothing. Okay? Now, we found out that Drew can't eat wings. Drew don't know how to eat chicken wings. You know what I'm saying? You know, she's a preacher's kid. She don't know how to eat wings, okay? And Portia had to teach her how to eat wings. Now, I got a chart up here. Y'all let me know if y'all are number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to see if we doing something, okay? Now, when I eat my wings, I'm number 5. When I eat my wings, I'm number 5. I take all of the meat off the bone. Drew wings was looking like number 2. Me and Portia at 5, okay? Out of 1 through 5 in the chat, let me know how y'all eat y'all wings. Which number are y'all? I'm number 5. S lover, I'm 5. And S lover, I'm definitely 5 if I only got 6 wings. I definitely got 5 if I'm 6 wings. Chase's mother says she's number 4. Okay. Desiree says she number 2. Y'all bougie. Y'all bougie. 1, Miss Lovely T, y'all are number 5. I want all of it. 4. 3, that's too much meat on the bones. That's too much meat on the bone, number 3. 4, 5, and flats on my face, right? If they season right, 4, 5, I'm a 4. Listen, y'all not broke just because y'all eat the meat. Listen, right, okay. 4 to 5, depending on the sauce and the quantity. Right. Depending on the sauce and the quantity. 3. When I ate meat, I was 3. 4 and 5, 4 and 5, 4 and 5, number 5. Okay, I'm 5. I'm definitely 5. Drew was wrong for that. Give me boneless. Give me boneless. D. Marie, you might as well be vegan. You might as well be vegan. Shit. 6 to the marrow, right. Quality definitely matters here, because if you want 4 for that little amount of meat, you need to get your money's worth, right. Baby, you know, bones chew. Now, sometimes if I'm really hungry, I bite the bone. I'll bite the bone because sometimes the bones got juice in them. Okay? Andrew, you ought to be ashamed. Just kidding. What? I'm a 3 because of dental work. Wait, I'm a 4. Sucking the gristle, right. You about to make me go to Harold's or fry me some. Ill boneless. I think that people really like those. You know, that ain't nothing, girl, that ain't nothing but vegan wings. Or chicken nuggets. I'm not eating the gristle. I'm not saying eat it, Lexi Lane. You just bite it. Boneless don't taste the same. No, they don't got no soul. Not juice in the bone. It do be juice in the bone if you fry them right. If you know how to fry them. Okay. Let's see. Now we got Kelly again. Baby, what is going on with Kelly? Child. Kelly is around here window shopping. Here we go. Thank you for the super chat, Jerry. He said Gabor's acting like Shallow today. That was a year ago. Portia wasn't focused on selling her hair care when she was with Simon, so now she's focused. $50K a day was a big day. Sure. Okay. Now Kelly is window shopping. Okay. Now Kelly ended up meeting with her realtor. Okay. Kelly, what the fuck do you need with a realtor? And you homeless? What the fuck you meeting with a realtor for and you homeless? And this is what I get to saying. Kelly is around here playing dress up on our screen, right? Because what is the point of you showing us meeting with a realtor? The whole time I'm thinking, what is she doing with a realtor? Because if she can afford to go and live somewhere, she wouldn't have moved in living behind Shamia. You get what I'm saying? You would have been at Shamia's house in the first place. So what are you over here doing with a realtor and you homeless? Okay? And so she's saying, you know, I appreciate Shamia for looking out for me. I appreciate Shamia Surrogate for looking out for me, but it's time to move on. But you just got there. You just got there. Okay? Now, the house that they went and looked at, it had an elevator in it. Okay? And it was $7,000 a month. But the budget is only $4,000. Her budget for the place that she's looking for is $4,000. Okay? And so Tomika, the realtor, I knew that when I saw Tomika, and I don't think she probably not even a real realtor, child, the way that she, okay. You know, she's like, I need you to be honest with me. Says Kelly, tell her I need you to be honest with me. Kelly, be honest with your damn self. You should have been honest with yourself when you went over there living behind Shamia. Be honest with me, sis. The girl said you're gonna have to suffer for a while and you're gonna have to put yourself in a position to win. Okay? So Kelly is now saying I'm gonna have to put myself in a position to win, me and my girls, and I want to provide what they are used to. Provide for them what they're used to. And they showed Chloe getting these, my first Chanel bag, but they wasn't coming out of no bags or nothing, child. So she probably bought them off the street, okay? So she said it's hard to downsize. She see it as a reset, and it's uncomfortable, and it's necessary. And as women, as single moms, they have to make sacrifices.
Wow.
It can be.
Really?
Oh, so now we doing the single mom and women. But when Britt was a woman last season, you wasn't buying it. She wasn't showing up as that girl. But now you're going to try to cry with a loaf of bread under your arms and put these babies in front of our face, and you're going to say a single girl bye, okay? And so she said that she wants to purchase her dream home next year, okay? Let me give you some, let me give you some advice, Kelly, okay? Because the woman told her she needs to find something under budget so she can put back because she needs to save, okay? Now, let me help you out, Kelly. If your budget is $2,000, and assuming Shamia is letting you stay there for free, you need to be giving $2,000 a month to Shamia to stay there. And if she letting you stay there for free, my mama said you don't live off of anybody for free. My mama said that if you are bringing in an income, you don't live off of anybody for free. You don't do nobody like that. So you can afford to get a girl something if your budget is $4,000 a month. So you need to get a girl $2,000 a month. Okay, you know, already moved in. She said you can stay as long as you need. It's already embarrassing enough. You already are. You might as well stay and get a girl $2,000 a month, and then save. And then you start saving. You don't need to be trying to go look for nothing else to stay. Get a girl $2,000 a month, okay, and save your money.
Learn something from this.
Learn something from this. You don't go and live off nobody for free. Pay the girl $2,000 a month and show her that you're appreciative. And you trying to get up off your feet, and she'll help you. But if you over there not giving her nothing, don't be over there not giving her nothing. You don't live off of nobody for free. You don't live off of nobody for free. Okay? Then we get Angela over here with her therapy session with AHMAURI, and Wendy is there. Child, is Wendy a real therapist? Because I didn't see nothing happen. I didn't see nothing happen. Okay? Thank you for the super chat, Jerry. He say, I think Gerald told Kelly, pack your bags, leave. Oh. Thank you for the super chat, D Inform. Said, did you see the house had a prayer closet? I didn't see the prayer closet. I saw the elevator. Okay? Angela is saying that she doesn't want to throw AHMAURI away. She needs AHMAURI and she wants her in her life. Okay? AHMAURI said she didn't see why she needed to tell her siblings that she was married. So it seems like that she already told them because she's using it in past tense, right? She said, I didn't see how it was relevant, right? And it didn't make any progression in their relationship. So bravo, y'all slacking because she did this confessional in past tense like she already did it, and y'all didn't correct her in what she needed to say. Probably because, you know, AHMAURI got an attitude problem. AHMAURI got an attitude problem, and she probably was giving y'all attitude, and y'all said, let's just keep it in here. But it's given that she had already told them. Okay? What's good, Ali? Thank you for the super chat. She says, Shamia the type of girl to throw it in your face that she's helping you. Kelly needs to pay something. Yeah, she needs to pay $2,000. Ali, she should have went home with her mama. That's what she should have did. She should have went home with her mom, or she should have took her ass down to the welfare.
Take your ass down to the welfare.
I would have never lived off of Shamia. Never. Because it's definitely going to come up. Watch it. Watch it. Okay? AHMAURI said that Angela establishing boundaries makes it feel like that she doesn't need her anymore. See, she's real manipulative. Okay? And so they get the line, okay, well, they said that the grandma used to be there to help them navigate their relationship, and she was the mediator, right? So AHMAURI gave me that she was in the house with Charles them. Remember, AHMAURI was a nasty bitch. I'm sorry, AHMAURI was a nasty bitch. She used to get up in the morning, make breakfast for her in Valencia, and then she wouldn't even clean up after herself. Charles would have to get up in the morning and stuff and go and wash dishes before he used to have to go and cook. Put a 16 in the chat if you remember that. Put a 16 in the chat if you remember that. And I remember Charles was downstairs cooking chicken or something one time last year, and he said that the kitchen was nasty when he got up. And AHMAURI said, I did wash dishes. And he said, no, she didn't. And she said, yes. And she just rolled her eyes. I knew she didn't wash dishes then. You didn't wash dishes. You didn't wash dishes. And if you did wash dishes, you didn't wash them to his liking. And he the man of the house. He run the house. He paid for the house. He paid for the house. You didn't wash no dishes. You didn't wash no dishes. At least if you made breakfast for you in Valencia, you could have cooked for the whole motherfucking house. At least if you made breakfast for you in Valencia, you could have cooked for the whole motherfucking house. Nasty. Nasty. Okay? The grandma used to help them in a relationship. Baby, all Wendy told Angela to do was to look at AHMAURI. And they act like they worked out their issues just by looking at each other in the eye. I said, baby, what was that? What was that? That wasn't giving me therapy, Angela. All AHMAURI said was, your eyes are pretty. She said, my sweet baby. And that was it. They said, look at that girl. Angela, don't do this no more, child. I thought that we was going to get some work done. Baby, Angela, my girl, I got to be honest with you, baby. Where was the work? Where is the work? I want to see Ayanla. I want to see y'all work through this. I want to see y'all work through this. Okay? Then we get to the Bailey Bowl and Fangie presents. Baby, these girls killed me trying to make shit happen, child. The Bailey Bowl and Fangie presents. Child, Cynthia had a Bailey Bowl. Is this season 17? Cynthia had a Bailey Bowl damn near 10 years ago. 11 years ago, season 6, she had a Bailey Bowl. 6 years ago, remember Nene was running away from Marlo? Nene was running. Put a 6 in the chat if you remember. She had a Bailey Bowl, season 6, so roughly a little bit over 11 years ago. She had a Bailey Bowl. Now it's Bailey Bowl and Fangie presents Maggie Madness. Girl gone. Girl gone. Okay? So Angela says that her mother loves college basketball, so they're doing a 5-on-5 basketball game. Okay? And so Cynthia comes with her team. Cynthia's team is LaPrince and her Glam's team. Okay? LaPrince? Okay. Then we got Angela. Angela got some overseas players. Charles is not playing. Charles is going to be the referee. Jean, what am I hating on, baby? So if I'm hating, tell me why I'm hating that, baby. I'm only telling you the truth, baby. You just don't like it. You just don't like it, okay? Now, the co-head doctor, we got 2 head doctors now over here on Atlanta. And we got 2 head doctors. One of the co-head doctors is Pinky, okay? Now, she got Derek, okay? She got her best friend of 26 years, she say, and then she got Luke and John, okay? Now, they look like the fat twins from The Nutty Professor, okay? And she said that they helped Derek build Dave cheesesteaks, okay? And if they helped them build them, that means that they ate all the motherfucking cheesesteaks. Okay? They must have sampled all the motherfucking cheesesteaks that, Derek was making and ate them, because them was some big, baby, them was some big old boogers, y'all. Them was some big boogers, okay? And Charles got a mouth on them. Baby, Charles got a mouth on him, baby. Charles see them big old boogers walk up in there. Baby, Charles Baby, Charles see them big old boogers walk in there, and Charles say, y'all came to play basketball or tackle the bear?
No,
Listen, let me tell you something. I don't know this nigga like that. Charles can't be talking to me like that. I don't know this nigga like that, and I'm sensitive. I'm sensitive, man. I want to go home. I want to go home. You know what I'm saying? I don't know this nigga like that, and he in here talking to me like that. I don't like that. Come in here, shade me and shit. I feel unwelcome. You know what I'm saying? At least it means to ask me knowing my name and stuff first. You know what I'm saying? At least ask me my name, shake my hand or something before you get to, you know what I'm saying, playing the dozens with me. But them was some big old boogers, y'all. Okay? And then Charles in a confessional. Charles in a confessional say, look, baby, we playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? You can't give them no apple or no orange doing no game. You know what I'm saying? But them some big old boogers. They don't look like they eat apples and oranges, baby. Like you give them an apple or orange to a game, baby, they'll throw that motherfucker back in. Don't eat no apples and orange. Them some big old boogers, y'all. Okay? And so then we got Kelly. Okay? Now, I thought that Kelly was gonna bring her daughter since we got the fat boys from the swamp. I thought that we was gonna get Kelly girl since we got the fat boys from the twins, child, but she didn't bring her kids, child. She bought Lamont. She bought Lamont in. Lamont looked like he was ready to shit. He didn't look like he was ready to play no basketball. Okay, and then she had some people with her, child. Then we got the other co-head doctor. We got Phaedra. Okay, now she bought Aiden. She didn't bring the president, but she ended up bringing Apollo new son. Remember, Apollo had a new son. Apollo had a son that he claimed that he didn't know nothing about. I don't believe when niggas say no shit like that. I don't believe no shit like that or whatever. And then she bought her wig stylist. You remember the wig stylist who did Phaedra's wigs? He was there. The one who Pinky was saying, hey, friend, to. He was there. Okay. Now K Michelle bought her husband. But K Michelle, this is almost like field day. This is what you bring. You got a child. Where is your son? Where is your son? This is the event that you're supposed to bring your son to. We want to see Chase show up for his mama. But he probably didn't show up because you didn't raise him. Okay? Then we got Shamia. Shiloh, she didn't bring Shiloh or Shia. You know, I thought they would have had on some cheerleader uniforms or something. You know what I'm saying? She didn't bring them. She bought Johnny Taylor and she bought her sister. And then she bought, not new son. Yes, long lost son. Yes, he has a new son. Trey. He has a new son. The son got a new podcast and everything. Yes, baby. Apollo, you know, she said she wanted somebody clean. She wanted somebody clean. That wasn't Apollo, baby. He had a baby already. Okay, Shamia bought Johnny Taylor. She bought her sister and she bought some more people. Gerald was not there. And then Drew ended up bringing her team. Portia ended up bringing Mike. Okay, so Angela ended up naming each team. She ended up naming Pinky Chatty Patty. Okay, she probably chatty, but she ain't on something else. Ain't talking, baby. She's doing a lot of eating and sucking from what they say. I'm just telling you what they say. Okay, Phaedra says that they gave Phaedra team the Godfather. Okay. Kelly teams is Team Minion. Okay. K Michelle team is blind opposition because she think that people coming for her that ain't coming from her. Okay. I believe that K Michelle take pills. I believe that K Michelle take pills. I really do believe that K Michelle take pills and stuff. I do. Okay. And Shamia is Team Sasquatch. Okay. Now, it's going to be a single elimination game. So if you lose one game, that means that you out for the people that don't play sports. You lose one game, you out. It ain't like the playoffs. You lose one game and you out, okay? Now, Angela and Charles are in a confessional, okay? And she tells him that she gave Shamia Sasquatch because she always talking about her feet. And Charles tells Angela, but everybody know you got a big feet. How would you going to wear a 6 of a 7? If you wear a 6 of a 7, you'll fall over. If you wear a 6 or 7, baby, you'll fall over. Okay, so they ended up playing the game. Angela's team won. Okay, so she got Charles back. She told Charles, you know, I want to win it for you, Charles, because you never won a championship. You was close in college, you never won. You was in the NBA, and you never won. And now you finally got a championship, and it took me to bring it home. Clock it, baby. I love it. Okay, now he was there. Remember, they was at the game when the the Knicks won, and he was able to be in the building only because they was in Dallas because he can't get into the sport. He can't get into the Garden. Okay, now the girls ended up meeting up after. Everybody went outside to the taco truck, baby. I hope everybody got out there before them boys, the Fat Twins, got out there, baby, because you know they was probably ate the truck down. Some big old boogers, y'all. Okay, all of the girls meet up after the game. And Angela talked to Shamia. She said, girl, I'm hearing that you mentioned that I'm coming for your marriage, and that's the furthest thing from the truth. And you're spreading these narratives about me. You're the one who said that I set up my husband last year and that you knew that my husband was outside. Okay? And so Shamia said, well, you're the one who said that I work with the Hawks because it's easy access to fuck all of the players. But Shamia, yeah, she did say that, but that was after you came for her husband. And that's what after you came from her marriage. Okay? And then Shamia thought she said you only became relevant because of your last name and because he was an NBA player. But Shamia, you're not relevant now, beloved. You think that you're relevant. You think that you're relevant because you on this show, but you still not relevant, baby. You still not relevant. Everything that you did to be that girl, you're not that girl, and you have to come up here to the Real Housewives of Atlanta because you wasn't relevant. Okay? And K. Michelle got a new confessional. She looking at her new confessional, okay? They started going back and forth. Angela said that she would never mention Portia's name in regards to Shamia again. She said that her issues with Shamia is how she shows up with her. And they started with Portia in Nashville, right? And remember, it started with Portia in Nashville when she invited Drew on the cast trip, right? And it's important to remember that her issue with Portia started last year. Her issue with Shamia started last year in Nashville when she invited Drew on the trip, okay? And Drew said amen, and Shamia said, not you amening, but when I amen, I'm a lapdog. But baby, I'm talking about something that had to do with me. She invited me on the trip, and you started beefing with her. Amen. Okay? And so Cynthia said, what is the issue with Drew? See, Cynthia is working. Okay? Drew said, we tried to work on our relationship, but she walked off again. And Shamia said, well, I left because you called me a lapdog again. And Drew said, well, that's what you was being, and I only keep it 100. You only keep it 100, Drew? Since when? Okay? And so Portia said, well, who lap is she on? Now notice, nobody Drew didn't say K. Michelle's name. And see, she didn't say K. Michelle's name because
she's a weak bitch.
She's a weak bitch. She's a weak bitch. I thought you keep it 100. I thought you keep it 100. Nobody Drew. How come you didn't say K. Michelle's name? How come you didn't say K. Michelle's name? And I'm going to tell you why she didn't say her name.
She's a weak bitch.
This is y'all queen. This is y'all queen. When it was time to say K. Michelle's name, she was sipping tea. When it was time to say K. Michelle's name, she was sipping tea. Okay? And so Portia said, look, I'm sick of my lap, y'all. I'm sick of the lap dog being in my lap. The bitch got fleas. Okay? And so Pinky said, Shamia, you good? Are you and Kay good? And so Shamia said, what's up with me and Kay? And Pinky said, I feel a disconnect. Okay? And my thing is, there is no way that Shamia got issues with all these people. And it's everybody else's fault and not Shamia's. Shamia is messy. Shamia is messy. I know y'all feel bad for Shamia because she's dark-skinned. I know y'all feel bad for Shamia because she's in a loveless marriage. I know y'all feel bad for Shamia because she's having surrogate problems and because she got shallow, but she's messy. She's messy. There's no way she got an issue with all these people. Okay? And so K. Michelle in the confessional say in the moment, everyone is just attacking Shamia. But if I'm your friend, you should find out just from me. K. Michelle.
You're a coward, baby.
You're a coward, baby. You're a coward. Because if you was her friend, you wouldn't have to go back and tell what was going on between you and her to Pinky. Right? And so now Shamia is blindsided because you got an issue with her and you went and told Pinky before you told her, but Pinky kept it G. Pinky kept it G, and when she asked you about it, she didn't throw you under the bus. She just said, I'm feeling the energy. Right? Pinky kept it G. Right? And another reason why you call with K Michelle, because when you have issues with people, you don't never want to speak on it in the moment. Every time you called out, you barking at walls and I don't got an issue, but you always you don't never go and tell nobody nothing in person unless it's Drew. And then you always going on social media when you got a problem, but you never could come to nobody in person. You never can talk to nobody woman to woman. Never. Okay? And so everybody try to give Angela a hug, and Shamia says, look, this is fake. This is fake. Why can't we right our wrongs? I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know what I did wrong. I don't even know what I did wrong. Y'all don't want me a part of the friend group, and I get it. But I'm a human, and it's hurtful. I'm a human, and it's hurtful. And it makes me not want to be a part of the friend group anymore. Leave then, Shamia. Leave. Baby, I can't wait till this reunion. I can't wait till this reunion, baby, because
They gon' fuck you up.
they gonna fuck you up. They gonna fuck you. Baby, I can't wait until they fuck you up.
They gon' fuck you up.
You are messy. You are messy. And I'm sick of it. They messing with me. They piling on me. Shallow. Surrogacy. What did Shamia do that was so wrong? What do you mean that's lover? She got a problem. She got an issue with everybody. She's a lap dog. Angela picked a bad time. It wasn't necessary. It wasn't necessary for what, Nikki B? Here y'all go. You are not part of the Korean program. You're not. They film on Thursday. Get to staffing, right? Middle school crowd. Those tears made me feel bad for Shamia for a split second. That's what they was meant to do, baby. That's what they was meant to do. That's the loudest Janet has ever been. I'm sick of her too. Get rid of her. Shamia did not start with all of them. They are just as messy. Oh, Angela Kane, you stop it. Shamia messy annoys my spirit. And Shamina's crying in next week episode, child. They have issues with her. She's messy. She's messy. Even K Michelle had to tell her, you're not from the hood, are you? She said, no, yeah, because you need to get dropped off in the hood because you get your ass hurt. She throw out stuff that they don't know what people coming at her. Right. Shamia got a lot of smoke, but then cries. Right. They get black with the Q at the reunion. Carlos is messy for interviewing Shamia before the reunion film. They all messy. Messy Mia. Shamia is a liar, a little messy. They all messy, but not nobody messier than Shamia. Shamia doing too much and Portia ain't doing enough. Shamessi throws the rock and hide her hand. Is she hiding her hand or is she just automatically hiding? We watched last season. She is messy. Funny, all the ladies went for Stacey and y'all team Stacey, but doing Shamia the same way album, y'all have sympathy for Shamia. No, Angela Kane, girl, baby, Angela, girl. You, when I tell you pulled that one out of the crack of your ass, baby, you did that though. Because you sure reached with that one, baby. You sure reached with that one.
Wow. That I sat on that bus because that's
totally different. They was bullying Stacey. Stacey didn't do nothing to nobody. Shamia is messy. The girls hated on Stacey because she was the queen of the show. Shamia ain't no motherfucking queen. Amy J said, I do feel bad for Shamia. I know. Stacey and Shamia are very different. Shamia can't throw shade like the other girls. I'm tired of seeing Shamia's mama. She's on every object. She's trying to be a Mama Joy's child, but she ain't it. Neither is her daughter. Get rid of them. Hiding is it. Shamia probably thinks that she's being bullied. The boy ain't no difference, no teaching. You reaching though, not teaching. You reaching. Why Kay didn't tell Shamia how she felt? And what's up with Pinky calling her out like that? Because Pinky gonna get to the bottom of the bullshit. Pinky gonna get to the bottom of it. Because, you know, Pinky was, baby, because if y'all pay attention to Pinky, Pinky had told, you know, Pinky a eater. Pinky a eater. Dick eater. Pinky told K Michelle, she said, you was crying when she said that? And then she was like, yeah, I was crying. And then all of a sudden Pinky said, that's not right. Baby, that Pinky is hilarious, baby. That's not right. She played it up like, oh, baby, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Pinky going to get to the bottom of it. If you tell Pinky something, she going to get to the bottom of it. Just like when they was outside of their house in Dallas. She says, you gonna say something? K. Michelle talking about no. And that's why ever since then, she ain't asked K. Michelle if she gonna say nothing because she know you punk puss. I'm just gonna bring it out there. That's why when they went to go meet and they say, we solved everything. She said, did y'all get to the end of the bottom? Did y'all get to the end of the plots and schemes? Did y'all get to the bottom of the plots and schemes? Because, you know, K. Michelle gonna tell her, don't go that, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Pinky gonna stand on business. Thank you for the super chat, Mrs. D. Green. Nope, Stacey moves totally different. She doesn't passively, aggressively instigate smash. Not the same. Nice try, though. Thank you, baby. Thank you. That's supposed to be her friend, though. Pinky wrong. What's supposed to be her friend? I'm checking this bitch for you. I'll let you make it. Jamon Hilton, baby, bad bitch can't do nothing. She tried to check the girl in front of her, let her know if it's an issue. And then when the girl said that she ain't got no issue, she just let it go. She said, okay, I just took the energy. She could have said, well, okay, Michelle told me that you was being messy, saying that the Candy and the gang didn't want to mess with her. She could have said that, but she didn't do it. Okay, Michelle doesn't confront anyone at the time. She got to go on Twitter first. Shamia said that Gerald had to work, so who was watching the kids? I don't know who's watching the kids, baby, because her mama was there. Her mama was there. And I'm just letting you know, me and my mama. If I told my mama that the girls was bullying on me, my mama would not sign for no motherfucking tacos. My mama would have been inside. My mama would have been inside just like Get Okay. Kilolo mama was at the, you remember when they went to the Kentucky, when they went to the Derby over there on Potomac? My mama would have been right in the scene in the back, just like, what's up? My mama would have been right back there behind. You would have seen my mama pacing back and forth like, what's up? Who about to do? You're just being nasty for no reason. Tipping through. Tip out. Tip out. Tipping through. I'm not having a good day, baby. Don't do me today. Please. I want to have a good day. I want to, you know what? God bless you. Good boys, please tell me what did Shamia do to Angela this season? What do you mean? I just remember she kept saying, you said I broke up you and Portia, and that was last season. No, she was doing it this season. She was doing it this season. She's running around it. And then she attacked her marriage. She attacked her marriage when they went and sat down. Told her that she wrote the slow bus and everything. What do you mean? Tell me I'm over here riding the slow bus when she over there going through hell in that household. Watch Sherelle's World and Gerald does not own any companies. Who told you that? Y'all believe in the East of her. And I love you back. Shamia never addressed Angela this season because she didn't want to address it because it would bring up Portia. I love you too. Angela threw it out so no one talks about her. She just picked Shamia that day. Threw what out? She did tell her she wrote the song, but before they sat down, what did Shamia do to Angela? Shamia was going around telling people that Angela broke up her friendship. And then Shamia tried to confront Angela there. And remember, Angela had apologized to Shamia. Angela had apologized to Mia. Shamesi is very slick, right? Y'all feel bad for Shamesi, a backstabber with a rusty line. Cupcake with a jelly bean. So boy, you were dragging. I'm not dragging anything tipping through. I can show you how to drag. That was last season, though. It was this season. She's still talking about it. Every interview she do, she's talking about Angela. What are we talking about? No, she did it this season. She's doing it this season, baby. Gabor Kelly restaurant is always empty. It's never packed like that. And I saw her mama yesterday with her uniform buying supplies for the restaurant. They don't have the supplies delivered to the business. They buying chicken out of wraps? My God. I know y'all not about to jump on me today, depending on, girl, baby, when I tell y'all, those interviews was this season, the shade room and stuff, where she's still running around talking about her feet, and she over there at the Hollywood Unlocked Awards. That was this season, baby. That was this season, baby. And see, Shamia don't know how to fight because when she asked me where my husband at, I would have asked Angela, where's your daughter's wife? Where's your daughter's wife? Where's your little bulldagger that you raised? Where's her wife? let's not talk about what you don't want out there. Let's not talk about, I know how to get a bitch up off me. I know how to get a bitch up off me. I'm telling you, baby, baby, where's your daughter's wife? Let's not talk about what you don't want out there. Bitch, please. Thank you for the super chat, Top Shelf. Shamia's just weak. You could get the girls up off you if you really wanted to. I would say, Angela, you threw a whole family event and your daughter's wife is not here? We want to meet the in-laws, baby. We want to meet the in-laws. When Valencia shows up on camera, then Gerald will show up on camera. And then Shamia took it a step further. She over there playing with that girl daughter. You so sweet, unlike your mama. You so sweet, unlike your mama. And I would have told Shamia, girl, don't play with my daughter if I can't play with yours. Don't play with my daughter if I can't play with yours, baby. Don't play with my daughter if I can't play with yours, baby. You'll be over there with the other saying they ABCs, A, B, Elemento, F, Z, Y, X, H, P. Girl, please. Girl, please. Yeah. Not allowed in the home. Valeria, you know, whatever. You know, I don't, you know, it don't really matter. She probably, what's the stud name for? I don't know. The studs we having the most girl names, you know what I'm saying? Her name probably be Elizabeth or something. I would have told AHMAURI can walk and talk. Oh. Thank you for the super chat, Jerry. That's my kind of, baby, that's my kind of going back and forth, baby. And I would have said, baby, you know, that's an abomination where my husband. Let's go. I'm just saying, bitch, let's go. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to win the fight. I'm trying to win the fight. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, please. Bitch, please. I thought the Shamari, but you know those girls like AHMAURI only act like that with people in their family, baby. They don't do that to people who from outside the home. What's your color, baby? Oh. Okay. The worst. Why? Why? My daughter would have Javicta Mina's messy ass up. I would have said, because you know what I'm saying? I would, you know, because she said, you know, you a nice one, just not like my mama. See, that's what I'm saying. The girls don't know how to be on camera. I was gonna give a scene. I would have said, yeah, Shamina, I give what you saying, girl. That's my mama, and you at her event. That's my mama. We're not gonna play with my mama, baby. That's my mama. And I know my mama don't start no shit. If you into it with my mama, you did something to my mama. Because my mama don't start no shit. Okay? You get dirty, boy. I do. I get down. Do you think Shamia is actually mean? We seen in Madison Holly. She's mean. She went and had a conversation with she pulled last year. She went and invited Portia on an Invisidate with Ralph. That was nasty. It was nasty. Shamia has the biggest disconnect from her kids because ain't no way I would be talking about nobody's kids. Girl, ain't no way I would be talking about nobody's kids neither. Every time y'all see me, I'll just be crying. She's passive aggressive with it now. AHMAURI knows her mama. That's why she didn't say nothing. Angela came, here you go, girl. But you're not going to play with my mama, though. I don't care what my mama did, though. But Shamia, if Shamia really wanted to dig in, I would have said, I would have asked her, how is married life? Your mama let the girl come in the house yet? She coming to the home? How is your mama treating you? You know, you are a blessing, girl. It ain't no sin. I don't care what your mama and Charles say. It ain't no sin. Your marriage is just as important as her and Charles is. Girl, you know what I'm saying? Baby, you know, I mean, I've been over there trying to rub it, girl. Y'all don't know how to, see, the girls don't know how to give a show. The girls don't know how to give a show. Shamia's an excellent. Good morning, needs to be on the show. I don't want to be on the show. I don't want to be on the show. I want to know what Shamia meant by saying that she's best at mothering on that Carlos King interview. Child. She did say that. You know they're gonna talk about that at the reunion. Thank you for the super chat, Top Chef. He say bull dagger lover. Okay, but y'all, thank y'all so much for being here, y'all. You know, I feel like I'm about to go back over there to that Taylor. So BBL don't want no smoke. She don't. You need to host seminars. So host seminars for what? I would have told Lamar, have you met my friend Candy? Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Amari was over there with the girls, baby. Amari was over there with Portia, Drew, and then I seen an episode. I seen a sneak peek from next week's episode, y'all. Baby, when I tell you everybody at the table bulldaggers, it looks like everybody at the table bulldaggers. I don't know, but I think that Cynthia asked how many. Baby, Pinky used to be with a woman. Baby, Phaedra said, I don't want to get into next week. I'm going to say this real quick, baby. Phaedra said that she was, baby, that Pinky was a bulldagger back in the day, baby. I mean, we could still tell. But Phaedra said that she was surprised that Pinky was even married to a man. Yes, baby, that's the new name of the show, baby. The Real Bulldaggers of Atlanta, baby. Baby, I don't like this, baby. Is this who we've become? Is this who we are? Yes, baby. What do you mean, what? I'm not going to jump into next week's episode, baby. We're going to talk, baby. This was a filler episode. Next week, they're going to give us the things, baby. They're going to give us the things. So it's giving me it's another woman in the basement. I wonder, has Angela been with a woman, though? That's what I really want to know, but she's not going to tell. Angela's not going to really tell. Angela's not going to give it to us like that. I'm married to Charles Oakley. I ain't got to tell nobody that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Atlanta just really gave LOL happy pride. Kim Zoe there kicked it off. Baby, you know, she was over there laying up with her bulldagger, with her stud over there in front of her children. Mm-hmm. She was over there laid up with her girl in front of her children. Didn't Angela say that she hadn't been with a woman? I didn't hear her say that she hadn't. They out each other on TV now. Candy freaked out the show. Wow, exactly. I don't like this either. Good boy. I was about to type that about Angela. Angela's not gonna tell her business. Angela's not gonna tell her business. But y'all, thank y'all so much for being here, y'all. We'll have to ask Alex. Alex, well, who is Alex? Tasha K just talked about the woman in the basement earlier. Oh, baby, you know I'm gonna have to go and see it, okay? But y'all, thank y'all so much for being here, y'all. I really appreciate the love and support. And I'll see y'all later. Adios!